Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, right now for Washington, they are tearing it up with the best record in the league. It takes tremendous skill to carve through the competition like they have. So it's been a lot of fun watching them play.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Embiid is out there with Young. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then it's Simmons. And it's Maxey in at the point. And for the Wizards, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Alexander Sarr. Then it's Caron Butler. Then it's Wall. And it's Arenas in at the shooting guard position. And with another season just getting underway, Tim, what kind of things are you looking for as you watch here courtside early on here in the season?
You want to see which players have made the progression in the offseason, added things to their games, particularly those young players that you know have a lot of potential. Have they added shooting range? Have they added things to their handle and give them a little bit more escapability?
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Now here's Iverson, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Shakes him. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Arenas. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Embiid. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And here's Porzingis for a 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Embiid inside, working on Sarr. And Sarr pulls it down.
That's 20% now from the field. What a cold start.
From deep, Arenas, nailed from three-point land.
You have to honor the three-point shooting of Arenas, a big-time scorer who's shown the consistency from beyond.
Now here's Simmons, 17 points in his last outing. Embiid with the screen on Arenas. Here's Iverson. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
Now Young, following Caron Butler's three-point attempt. Iverson left side, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Free throw good, Iverson. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, you know, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Butler in the corner. Arenas against Iverson. Shoots off the step back. The rebound by Young. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Embiid from outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Simmons against Butler. Simmons passes to Maxey. The 76ers with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And stolen by Maxey. Iverson outside. Pass to Simmons. Tries from 10. Rebound, Washington. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because... Nice!
Look at that. You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Maxey against Wall. Shot clock at 6. Maxey passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Great job by Simmons taking initiative in that screen and roll. The coaching staff has to love that.
Here's Wall. Here he goes. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Brian Keefe had a few moments to share with me. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight on Joel. We'll see if they're up for the task. Kevin?
And Allie, thanks so much. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Simmons.
76ers substitute.
Here's Arenas. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Charlotte. That one falls. Arenas has got 5.
And Arenas always prepared to strike from anywhere, and that definitely includes the mid-range.
Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Over Wall. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
On the wing, Arenas. Good, and Butler gets the assist. 8 points for him.
The defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
And so Alexi Morris calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, John Wall.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Iverson kicks to Young. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 5. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Oh, Tyrese Maxey showing you he's got some serious hops to go with that deep shooting.
Here's Arenas. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Iverson passes to Maxey. Off target from the wing.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Beal from long range, and the 3 ball is good. Now Now it's a 6-point Wizards lead.
Well, that's one of the best parts of Beal's offensive game. It's the pull-up jumper. So difficult to time that as a defender.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And here's Maxey outside. Blanche pulls it in. Wizards leading by 6. Arenas dishes to Butler. A three-pointer, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The 76ers again can't hit it.
Well, he is fighting through it right now, still looking to get his first make of the quarter, but it's been an ugly start.
Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Arenas.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Butler in the corner. Here's Beal. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
The 76ers trail by 6. Outside, Maxey. Young, a screen on Arenas. Maxey passes to Young. And Young slams it home.
Oh, he's such a threat to shoot it off pick and roll. You expect Maxey to light it up for himself. So that's a very smart play to give it up and read the defense.
Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Beal kicks it over to Arenas.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Washington.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Hachimura comes in for Howard. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Butler. 5 to shoot. Miller outside. You can't get that one. Arenas with the defensive effort. Hachimura setting the pick for Arenas. And that one's good. Hachimura. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And that's impressive mobility there. Hachimura is tough to stay with given how quick he rolls in these sets.
Again, Philadelphia.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Maxey against Beal. 1:31 left to play here in the first. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Miller. And here's Maxey. And Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. There's the steal. Here's Hachimura. Left side Arenas. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Over Maxey. And he starts out with a miss in this one. Philadelphia has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wizards leading by 4. Arenas passes to Kuzma. There's the pick. To the middle. Embiid with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Bryant. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, you know he can score it. So in terms of his development, Jared McCain's playmaking is the key. That assist right there, very encouraging for this coaching staff.
Over to the left wing. On deep Arenas. It's good from long range. Arenas has got 15 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Gilbert Arenas making things happen for the Wizards. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Wizards leading by 5. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Miller. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the small forward. To the inside. Washington with the rebound. And here is Hachimura. Poole up top. He's guarded by Grimes. Pocket 6. Hachimura the pass to Kuzma. Over Maxey. Kuzma can't get it to go. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Magic. Offensive rebound. Pass to Okafor. 76ers moving the ball around. Miller the pass to Okafor. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Juwan Howard's checked in for the Wizards. George comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Jared McCain. Here's Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Fades. It's John Wall with the rebound. Wizards leading by 5. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And Washington making a change here. Sarge checked in. Simmons sets a screen for Maxey. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
And it's Simmons penetrating. Count it. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And Tim, quite the character, this Jordan Poole. His personal style is like his flashy game.
Well, Kevin, he loves his fashion, and he's a passionate cat owner. Characters like him make the league fun, and it gives fans more to engage with than just basketball.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Grimes passes to Okafor. And Wall. Here we go now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Ben Simmons.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard. And that's where you want Sard doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Pass to Maxey. And the wing jumper offline. Washington leading now by 9. And Wall. Here we go now. Embiid with the steal. Maxey against Poole. Here's Simmons. Sinks that one from the post. That's 10 points for Ben Simmons.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Outside, Maxey. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Howard setting the pick for Poole. And it's Wall in the corner. Shoots from the elbow. Second chance shot, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got the lead up to 9 now for Washington.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside, Maxey. Offensive rebound, and Simmons is right there.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
And Wall kicks to Howard. Howard setting the pick for Poole. 6 on the shot clock. With the fadeaway. And Simmons with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Miller. It's tipped. Maxey finds Grimes. Now here's Embiid. Covered by Sarr. Here's Maxey. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And here we go. Washington fast break. And Sarr throws it down.
Making the right pass is the first thing on Poole's mind. He wants to be the floor general.
And so Alexi Morris calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Butler, he's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for John Wall. The 76ers also with a sub. Iverson's checked in. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 9-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled. But in the end, they had an opportunity to win.
Yeah, when you lose a close game, no matter what your performance looked like, it always feels like it's a game you could have won.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Poole looking it over. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Maxey in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Poole the pass to Beal. Over to the wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Howard. And it's good for 2. Howard's got 6 in the quarter.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, he just knows exactly how to run that screen. Good stuff there from Embiid.
There's Beal with the 3, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Simmons passes to Maxey. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And let's take a look now at some stats for Bradley Beal. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Coaches love that guy who can provide instant offense off the bench. What a huge asset.
Miller against Poole. Here's George, and it's Grimes with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Iverson. It's hauled in by George.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Pass to Grimes. Out to Miller. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Gilbert Arenas is checked in for Washington. Drains the 19-footer. Arenas has got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards.
And so far, Arenas is feeling it. Fiery offensive games like this are why they call this man the hibachi.
Grimes passes to Iverson. Can't hit from the elbow. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. The shot by Beal, no good.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Pass to Arenas. Takes the 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Here's Grimes, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Embiid. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Blatch. Blatch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from the wing. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Blatch. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
And that's one of the strengths in Bradley Beal's game. A 2-guard with a great handle.
And so Alexi Morris calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Philadelphia. Young comes in for Quentin Grimes. And Maxey subbed in for Andre Miller.
Thaddeus Young. Tyrese Maxey.
To the paint. It's stolen by Hachimura. Pass to Arenas. There's 1:47 left to play in the first half. Outside for Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, he's raising the stakes here in the second quarter and being more efficient in the process.
Now Maxey. And he banks in the layup. Maxey's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, on the inside that time, Maxey really clever with that finish.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help, more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Shot from the top of the key. Iverson, no luck.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for him.
Arenas, good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
From deep three-point territory. Rebound, Washington. Blatch has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey, and he makes that one. 14 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Wizards delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to say it, an abysmal start for the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, before we move on to the next part of the show, hey, Jet, you get enough sleep last night?
Oh, why are you asking? I'm a little tired, but, you know, I'm a busy man, Ernie. You know, I got a lot going on, but I'm here. Like, what's going on? I'm ready. What are we doing here?
We're on now, but don't worry about it. You can sleep behind the desk. Nobody will even notice you're gone. Hey, get him a pillow.
Come on, fellas. We got a job to do. Take it a little seriously, would you?
Bring me a pillow, too.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Washington Wizards.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they know the second unit has their backs. Like I've got you guys.
Hard to find a better bodyguard than a 7-foot sheriff. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic from Gilbert Arenas.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. All out there with Arenas, and there's Porzingis. Then it's Sarr, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Porzingis is doubled. Past the wall. It's tipped. Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Wizards. Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Embiid. Porzingis with the block. Out to the right wing. Sarr with the screen on Young. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Can't hit that one. Up top, Simmons, defended by Butler, and Embiid throws it down.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Here's Arenas, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Maxey in the corner. Back to Simmons. Embiid with a screen on Wall. Here's Maxey. Here's Young. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And very quietly, Young just continues to be an efficient player, a multi-talented swingman who does a little bit of everything.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
From deep, Arenas.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Porzingis with the steal. Sarr sets the screen for Wall. Pass to Sarr. And Embiid with the block.
And that's the rim protection you expect from Embiid. Really sent a message right there.
That one goes in. Simmons got 14 points for the game.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Here's Arenas. Iverson grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. It's up a 3. Arenas with the defensive effort.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 5 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right. There's no question he's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. And he makes the first. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Iverson with the ball. Caron Butler covering. Here's Wall. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Embiid with the screen on Wall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And one of the things I love about Maxey, he has relentless energy. It doesn't matter what defense is thrown at him, he is constantly hunting his offense.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Sarr. And it's Poole in for Gilbert Arenas. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Porzingis. It's slammed in by Young.
And for a power forward, he can